Anniversary by going on the offensive, releasing a report touting the plan's successes. That includes 1.6 million jobs created or saved between the year 2009 and 2012. That was always difficult to gauge because as the economy was sliding into the abyss, they saved jobs, which is hard to put a number on. So it always became a point of contention. They argue that they saved those jobs thanks to the stimulus package. Unemployment has dropped from 10% in October of 2009 to 6.6% now. And the report also pointed out the real-world impact of the spending, including the improvement of 40,000 miles of road, 2,700 bridges, and bringing a high-speed internet to 20,000 community institutions, including schools. The bill passed in 2009 with only 3 Republican votes across both chambers, and the party's sour opinion of the Recovery Act hasn't changed. Mitch McConnell penned an op-ed calling the law a tragedy. His colleague Ted Cruz took to Twitter to mock the job creation, saying, quote, "Unfortunately, they're all at the IRS and the NSA." And potential 2016 hopeful Marco Rubio said the stimulus is proof that big government is not the answer.
The notion was that if the government spent all of this money that Huawei was borrowed, that somehow the economy would begin to grow and create jobs. Well, of course, it clearly failed. 5 years later, underemployment is still too high. The number of people that have dropped out of the workforce is astounding. Unemployment remains stubbornly high, and our economy isn't growing fast enough. Proof that massive government spending, particularly debt spending, is not the solution to our economic growth problems.
No, I mean, I'll get to that in a second, Nicole. I just mean in terms of presentation. But a tragedy. I'll ask what I asked Richard last hour. Is it a tragedy, as Mitch McConnell said?
I don't think it's a tragedy. I think it did not do what its backers claim that it did. I mean, 1.6 million jobs is a drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
That's not any kind of job creation. The infrastructure creation is a good thing, I think. Probably we need a lot more of it. But I would argue that what Ben Bernanke did had more to do with the survival of the economy coming out of the deepest recession.
Can I translate republicanism just for a second? I mean, I think that when Mitch McConnell calls it a tragedy, this felt to Republicans, and I remember John McCain saying it at the time, that this was generational theft. That's what Republicans felt about the stimulus, that we were stealing from future generations to do something that would not make a dent in the employment situation. And you don't have to buy Marco Rubio's argument, Mika. You can just look at new public opinion polling that shows that Americans now overwhelmingly believe that unemployment is this country's gravest problem, and they don't see the stimulus as having done enough to help.
I actually think Andrew's point's the principal one, which is Ben Bernanke, but by his aggressive policy, which he said, by the way, was necessary simply because the administration and Congress couldn't agree on a serious fiscal program. It deserves most of the credit for keeping the United States from going over the cliff. The thing that was never addressed in the stimulus or in anything else since is American entitlement obligations. And as the CBO and everybody points out, there's a train wreck coming. It's about 6 or 7 years down the road. Nothing has been done to avoid that train wreck. It's really ironic. Just at a time the United States has reduced its dependency on imports of oil, we have increased our dependency on imports of dollars. It is a bad situation.
So, Nicole,